be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense will have the football first. The Bulldogs pulled one out of the fire and beat Auburn in a close one the last time these two met.
Yeah, it was a really good one in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. You've seen so many great games in this matchup, and that was one of them. But Georgia came away with it, and Auburn got to think about that for a whole year.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ivory. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. This crowd full of throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Hatchett. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's a big stride inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football? Or do I need to throw this thing?
Fires to the end zone. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The Dogs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And those hairy Dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
If you want to sit back in zone, it's my job to find holes as the wide receiver in the zones. Nice little curl route, curls right behind the defender. Great pitch and catch.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Got a man. It's Payne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Siegel. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits zero. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's calling.
Looking for room. It's Hatchett. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Chavez. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Lost to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ivory. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Let's it fly. Into the house. Touchdown, Auburn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Seagal.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And the Dogs want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite on Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Siegel. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, still looking. It's complete to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Payne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still the little ground cover to pick up the first. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to put that ball in there and make it happen.
Just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field. Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Georgia going up tempo. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. They're working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense drags him down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Smashes it between the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Got his man down the middle. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Picked off. Taking it the other way. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just we're on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. And the Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Ivory. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. The lead is down to a field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here's the give off the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff to the single back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Caught behind the line. It's Lemon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
First down. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Segal. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's O'Donnell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Parker.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guessed right, and they make a big play for this defense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Dogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Clements. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grab near the marker. It's Ivory. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Now on third down for this offense. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's quick. Touchdown, Auburn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Got his man out of the backfield. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking to throw on first down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the air on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Lost to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Payne. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog...
Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Georgia trying to finish the deal and run out the clock. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Ivory. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Chavez. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run it.
Fires one high and deep. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you